Hey everybody, how is it going? I hope you're all well. We've done 1 week in Season 5 and it has started off very, very good and very, very fun. And it is all now kicking off, so I can't wait to give you the lowdown on what's going on. First of all, I'd like to go through something actually. I'd like to say my approach on the game is actually really different this time. I found myself not overly upset or not overly bothered about possibly being completely outnumbered, which I'll talk through in a second. There's a possibility that we are going to get smacked again, just like Season 3. But I don't think we mind that. It's more of the fact that it's fun and it's an 8-week season. So what I would say is have an approach on this, guys. This is a long season. Play for the long haul. If you want to sort of slow yourselves down, keep farming, then you keep farming. If you find that you're trailing behind the rest of your players and against the enemy, then you need to take your time to get back up to there and then you can fight again. So that would be my advice for anyone who's struggling. I, for one, am using level 40 Gandalf and level 37 Theoden. I'm sort of in the sort of line where everyone else is. That Gandalf could be probably 42 or 43 if I just focused him. But I find that double attacks are beneficial, and I'll talk through probably an example of that in a bit also. So we are on day 8 here. And war has broken out. Well, broken out yesterday evening on day 8. On day 9, I think now, or whatever. And we are now at war with Lindon. So I should take you through that. I think that's the first thing I want to do. It is. So what is the current deal? We are fighting Lindon. How has that happened? Well, you see, Arnor and Lotr have decided to unite factions, and you're thinking, is that day 8? You can't unite factions yet. Agreed. However, we've already put something in place. We've known them. It's Pain that's sort of leading the charge that side. House of Knee, and I believe is it Fock? Doc? Cock? Fock. There we go. Fock the Wales. So these guys are from Lotr we know Pain from previous seasons. We know they're very sort of like loyal and good to play with. So we thought, you know what, let's try and get a united faction, and they were on the same page as well. So Arnor and Lotr are sort of planning to be united. Are we united yet? No. Could it change? Absolutely. But currently, that's what we're planning to do. Hopefully that will go through, and we'll see where that leaves us. That'll be fun. So what happened though is Lindon weren't happy with that result. Not only did we not unite with Lindon, which was a good possibility, Lindon actually was trapped by us. Arnor trapped Lindon off, and Lindon couldn't go anywhere apart from into Gondor. So we were forced, technically Arnor were forcing Lindon to fight Gondor unless the united faction with Gondor and Rowan or Erebor to get out. But really, you know what it's like when you unite faction. If Lindon were bouncing themselves all the way over here to help Erebor, well, they can't settle over here. They can't move their settlements, I don't believe. So at which point they would be stuck by reinforcing from over here, which would take hours and hours for reinforcements. It is not efficient. So that's where we are currently. I have to say Lindon are probably winning the fight right now. We have pushed this crossing a few times, but we have reassigned fellowships to different locations now, and they have got the better of the fellowships that are currently assigned here. On top of that, they have taken the Shire on literally day 1 of war, so really, really good job by them. They're kicking ass and they're expanding into the capital region of Arnor, which is a little bit scary. Here you can see Wolf have been decided, the Dogs of War have been assigned to the north. So we are pushing the north. I have to say, personally, I don't see the strategic value. Nothing's up here. The ring's over here, all over here. So I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what value it adds to get into this location. It takes keepers off them. I suppose that's a pretty good bonus, or less higher units they can have. But really, it's definitely a it's a questionable move to send a full fellowship to push in the north. It's not really doing much, and I'm not sure where it's going to go. But we're relocating there. We're going to be there for 3 or 4 days. Let's see how it goes. It will be interesting to see how this pulls out. Maybe some Lindon players come up here. So that's a sort of update on my position. Let's have a talk about everyone else. Well, Gondor, because I think... because we sort of pinned Lindon to go for them, I think they're not the happiest. And I believe they are on their way through. If we go down here, we will see... Oh, yep, now. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Well, you look at that. So they're getting their forts ready, probably in range of the crossings to come up here. So I believe they will be coming in the direction to Dunland. I'm guessing, therefore, uniting with the likes of Lindon. We then have Rohan probably going to be uniting with the likes of Erebor, and we'll talk through both of them separately in a second. Gondor, Rowan, Lotr and Erebor. So Lotr and Erebor having their fight. So obviously Lindon getting the slight advantage on day one. Their whales are crazy. And we've got over here Pain with their whales, and their whales are crazy. So they're currently cutting through Erebor. Erebor had the first push on this. They did push Lotr all the way back to this line here. However, Lotr was taking a keep at the time. So after regathering, after focusing their efforts towards Mirkwood, it seems like they're getting the better of Erebor and cutting through them pretty damn bad at the moment. It's looking painful, I have to say, for the likes of Erebor. How long can they last? I'm not sure. I've heard stories of level 48 Gilgalads in here fighting Erebor, which would be horrendous to fight right now, and I'm glad I'm not doing that. That's the advantage of having eagles in your territory. You get to smack them all day, and for Haldirs and Gilgalads, that means you level very, very fast. So yeah, pretty funny to see that. Don't know how it's going to turn out though. We'll see how that goes. It's only day one, remember. You've then got the super faction of evils, Variags, Rune and Mordor. Variags are strongest, Rune second place strongest, and Mordor with 1 fellowship in strength. Can't be forgotten though, Mordor it will be powerful. They've got 1 million power. They have got more than, for example, the fellowship I'm in. They will be worthwhile having on side if we can get them. So what's the situation? Well, it seems all the good sides are ganging up on Arnor and Lotr. It seems that way, because we're the first ones to maybe unite. I think they probably react to that and go, you know what, you guys uniting, we'll all unite and to tear you a new one. What does this mean probably? It probably means that the evil will either join in with that and try to wipe us off the game, or they'll make an opportunity to get some free land. There's no reason why Rune can't take the likes of Greater Rune. They're going to probably take East Bite, and I have seen that Variags have moved into Withered Gardens, if I remember rightly. Well, I don't know where their fort hive is, but it was round here somewhere. Here we go. Here we go. So round here, they are gathering themselves. They're going to be probably pushing into the Withered Gardens. As you can see, that's currently... oh, that's Rune there. It's East Bite. That's where currently Erebor are, and that's where Variags, it seems to be pushing. They've got a fortress going up, so that'll be interesting. I think Variags going to probably relocate into East Bite. I wonder, though, if that's because they're going to go to get Lotr. Possibly. It could be an everyone versus 2, but it's a long season, so we'll see how that pans out in the long term. Okay. What do I expect coming in the next week? I think Lindon may get the better of us in the likes of Dunland. I believe Arnor will lose Dunland, possibly to Gondor, and possibly therefore Lindon making its way into Cardolan. War buffs are very slow on the sort of refresh at the moment, so I think it might be a slow one and only lose a couple pieces of land. They're not strong enough to take a capital at the moment, not with taking heavy losses, so I imagine that's what we're going to do. I reckon Lindon also will get some more troops up here and probably push back towards Frochel, and hopefully Woof can hold them off and do their job as the weakest Arnor faction in terms of power, and hopefully get together at least to do some damage. So that'll be interesting. After that, it's all going to be up in the air. It's only week 1. It's going to be difficult. And I was going to show you some fights I had earlier. We did a really good push on the likes of on a 200 tile, and we landed both at this. We both landed the armies at the same time. What that leads to is that you don't end up hitting one, they reinforce, they kill you again. The other thing is, if you hit one 5-second gap, they can recall their units and you end up hitting a new army, fresh one. You've got to do positive trades. You've got to do positive trades, especially against the whales. Okay, this is not a whale. Quite a good Galadriel, actually. I didn't realise that, to be fair. But the whales you need to take them out in numbers. You need to hit them at the same time as your fellowship team. That's how we are. I think we're going to end the night on mock battling on a 260. Isildur will be going on there. We'll go for a hashtag. What we're going for? Hashtag Lindon shit. No, I'm joking. I love Lindon. Hopefully we're going to be allies. We'll go for a hashtag. And we're not going to do hashtags today. It's hashtag. That is the hashtag if you made it to the end of the video. First person to put it, I'll be pinning to the top of the comment section. Because you're awesome and you are supporting me very well. Just over 10 minutes for an update. Ew, let's close this video quickly. I shall catch you all soon. Over and out. Later.